Hey guys, I'm back with another video update. I got 7 titles for you today, all of them horror. I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible because I'm outside and it looks like it's getting ready to storm. So let's get right into this. Alright, the first title, you can see here, it's an After Dark Horror Fest original, and it's called Prowl. This is a vampire movie. And I saw the trailer for this before it came out, and I thought it looked okay. It was like these kids had broken down on the road in their minivan, and they accept a ride from this trucker in the back of his trailer, and he ends up kidnapping them and bringing them to a warehouse that's like filled with vampires. And it seemed to me that it could be a pretty cool idea. The vampires kind of look like they do in 3 Days of Night. Like, so you can see a picture of one of them there. But this movie, it kind of paints itself in the corner real fast. Like I didn't mind this movie. I just wish they would have did more with the whole premise of being trapped in the warehouse with the vampires thing. It does have a twist, but you'll pretty much see it coming, you know, from like the first few minutes of the movie. Alright. My next title is another After Dark Horror Fest original, and this one is Husk. This one, I actually like this one a little bit better than Prowl. As you can see here, this is one of those killer scarecrow movies, and this one's a decent one. And it's got an interesting premise about it. Like, these people are driving across town, not across country, when the murderer crows slam into their car and they get stranded. And then they end up going to a farmhouse that's kind of like being like haunted by a killer scarecrow. This is a decent movie. One of the weird things about this movie is there's only like 4 teenagers and only one of them's female, which I thought was kind of interesting. And normally you put as many females as you can in a horror movie. But this one's alright. Alright. Next up, we have Stakeland. This is a Vampire Road movie. This movie I thought was alright. It stars Danielle Harris and a very old-looking Kelly McGillis. She was the hot blonde in the Top Gun. She was also in The Accused. I don't know why she aged so horribly, though. She's not that old. She's at least 20 years older than she actually is. The one thing I like about this movie is it has no problems with killing off likable characters. One thing I didn't like about this movie, there's like a cult of vampire worshippers that are, you know, causing more problems than the actual vampires. I didn't think there was really need for that. I thought the vampires were menace enough, but oh well. This guy kind of looks like Mickey Rourke. I don't know why I just didn't get Mickey Rourke to be the guy in this movie. I probably would have enjoyed it even more. There's Danielle Harris there. Another thing too is I really wish they wouldn't have called this movie Stakeland, because it's almost like, you know, like a pun on the whole Zombieland movie. Because this film isn't very, it's not a comedy at all. And in fact, the further it goes along, the bleaker the movie gets. Right. My next title is Rare Exports. Now this is a Finnish horror movie, and it's about Killer Santa Claus. Or Killer Santa Claus is. There's more than one. I probably shouldn't have said that. Spoiler alert. This movie is a lot of fun. There is, even though it's Finnish, there is a fair bit of English in it as well. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I guess this film is based off of a couple of short films that were produced back in 2003 and 2005. I suggest watching the movie first before watching the shorts. I guess the shorts are on YouTube. Let's see if I can see what they're called here. Let's see, Rare Exports 2003, and then Rare Exports Inc. Official Safety Instructions. which is kind of like a work safety video. Both were really funny, but the first one is much funnier than the second one. Okay. My next title is an Israeli horror movie. It's called Rabies. I don't know why it's called that, because nobody gets rabies in the movie. And they even put the tagline in there, the first thing infected will be your humanity, which is kind of weird because it's not an infection movie at all. This is basically a serial killer movie, but it has like a twist in it. I won't tell you the twist because it's better if you don't know. But I really enjoyed this movie, and it's, you know, it's fresh for a slasher film. They really turned it on its head. That's the back. So I would recommend checking this movie out, although it might split people down the middle as to whether they'll like it or not. Right, my next title is The Devil's Rock. This movie is a World War II movie, and it's about two mercenaries on a mission that are supposed to blow up this big gun on an island that's being occupied by the Nazis. But it turns out they were doing some supernatural experiments, and they called up a she-devil who was driving all the other officers insane to kill themselves and stuff. This movie was really fun. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. And this movie even makes a little reference to Raiders of the Lost Ark in one sequence. That's the back. Actually, I'm going to open this one up. Hopefully I can get this one to slide out. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see. That's what I get for doing this one-handed. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, we're back. Alright, now I'm going to open this up. First, I'm going to turn it sideways. Move the disc, which is also hard to do with one hand. I almost broke it there. There we go. There's a nice inside image. I might actually switch this around and put it on the other side, but it works just as well this way. Unfortunately, she doesn't wear this uniform like that in the movie, although it'd be really cool if she did. Alright. The Devil's Rock. And my last title is Mother's Day. This film was directed by the director of Saw 2, 3, and 4. What's his name? Darren Bousman. And it stars, ooh, you hear that? It stars Rebecca De Mornay, who was in Risky Business and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's even better than the film it was based on, although I wouldn't call this movie a remake. In fact, they should have called this something else, because this has nothing to do with the 1980 version of Mother's Day. But it's about these three brothers who had just committed an armed robbery, and they're on the run, so they just had to go back to their mother's place. Unfortunately, she had lost the house, and there's another couple that's having like a party there that have just bought the house. I think it was like a housewarming party or something. But they didn't lock the door, and of course they get in there, and then it becomes a hostage situation. And so they finally get a hold of the mother, and when she shows up, things go really downhill from there. I really enjoyed this movie. It takes a lot of turns. It teases you with stuff, and then it goes the other direction. I highly recommend this movie. Alright guys, I think I'm about to get rained on here, so thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.